When I say the word conflict, what words come to mind? Most people say things like stressful, hard, frustrating, exasperating, hopeless, tiring, and it is all those things. But conflict is inevitable. It's just a part of life. And through conflict comes growth, opportunity, deeper understanding, deeper connection, and a lot of good things when handled productively. And so I want to share with you a little tool that will take the guesswork out of some of the conflict divisions that you have. So get a piece of paper and a pen and recreate this chart. You push pause. Okay, so at the top axes, the vertical axes, we have active versus reflective. And then the horizontal axis is skeptical versus accepting. Make sure you get it in the exact order. Okay, so now time for a little self-assessment. Do you prefer to be active or reflective? If you're active, you prefer to make quick decisions, get to the point, keep things moving. If you are more reflective, you prefer to think through things, process it before acting. And if you are active, you probably already decided and chose one side over the other. And if you're still thinking about it, then most likely you're reflective. So once you chose your end on the back axis, go ahead and circle it. Like so. Okay, now the horizontal axis. It's skeptical versus accepting. Do you prefer to be more questioning, task focus? You like to gather data and facts before taking actions or coming to a conclusion? Or are you more accepting, people focus, agreeable, empathetical? You like to take things at face value unless proven otherwise. Okay, once you have that, circle which one resonates with you. So I got mine. Okay, now add one more thing to your chart. The letters D, I, S, and C. So the D is skeptical and active. I, active and accepting. S, accepting and reflective. And the C, reflective and skeptical. Okay, so people who are the D style, those people prefer to be in charge. They want to get things done. They like bullet points, not a lot of details. They're driven to get results. In conflict, they want to win. They want victory. Okay? And what they would fear is being taken advantage of. The style up next door to that, active and accepting, the I style. That style is also driven to lead, but more through people, through relationships, a relational style of leadership. Those people are emotionally expressive, enthusiastic. They like the big picture. They also don't like a lot of details. And in a conflict, what's most important is to be heard. And their fears would be rejection, social rejection. And then we have accepting and reflective, the S style. Those people prefer to be behind the scenes. They like to work on a team. They're energized by being around people. They are methodical, dependable, very observant, great team players. And in a conflict, what they want is harmony, peace restored. Even if it's a short-term, not long-lasting peace, but just peace. And what they fear is a lot of change or unpredictability. And this last style, skeptical and reflective, is the C style. These people also prefer to be behind the scenes. They like to work alone. They're reserved. They're analytical, systematic. They strive for quality. And in a conflict, what they want is fairness restored or justice. And what they fear is rejection of, well, actually criticism of the work because they invest a lot into it. Okay. Does this resonate with you? So once you do it for yourself, you can use this and assess somebody that's close to you that you may be having some conflict with. And this will help you understand the picture of the different types of behavioral styles. And what behavior is, it's an expression of our personality in relationship to our environment. Our environment, our relationships, our roles, different seasons in life. That changes, but our personality is static. And so there's a pattern. But what's so cool is that we can change our behaviors as needed to become situationally effective. So this helps us understand where our starting point is. So for me, I'm an I, and so I love to be around people, but sometimes I need to work alone, and I do like my alone time. But if I had to spend 80% of my time working alone, that would cost me a lot of energy. I get energized being around people. And so understanding that about myself, it helps me manage my energy better. So I make sure I get some social time in if I have to be alone a lot. And my husband, Mark, he's a C style. And so he needs his alone time. He's very friendly and sociable, but it's a controlled segment of the day. and then most of the time he's in his head and thinking. And that's how he's energized. And so in a conflict, my style needs to be, did I mention that? It needs to be heard and acknowledged. And his style wants fairness restored. And so our approach is that I don't need to be right or wrong. I just want to be acknowledged. And so when he doesn't do that, I just get more loud and more emotional, and that does not accomplish anything productive. So the more he's quiet and withdrawn because he's trying to think about the best thing to respond with. And so what we've learned to do is when there's a conflict, I stay calmer, and more importantly, I give him time to process. And what he's learned to do is acknowledge me. He may say, like, I hear you. I just need a minute, an hour, a day, whatever it is, depending on the type of conflict, to really think through this. And then let's get back together. We're not perfect at this, but my goodness, this model is worth all the gold in the universe. Because at the end of the day, what really matters is not the gold, but it's people, it's our relationships. And so anything we can do to invest more grace and love and understanding, the richer our lives will be, the more free, the more enjoyable. And so this is a very basic model that we also have a full course where we take an in-depth research-backed assessment that really gets into the nitty-gritty and where you can really dig in. And this is a jumping off point for dialogue, for learning. So you can go deeper and deeper. And it's just so empowering to learn this stuff together and to have an objective tool to use to talk about it. And so starting a course on Monday for women first, on productive conflict, mastery course. And I would love for you to join us. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you there. Thank you. God bless.